This is Police Interceptors.
Police Interceptors are real life one. I'm going to tell my kids about this.
And you're riding with the pride of Northamptonshire.
Speed 120.
Ace pursuit drivers.
Contact. M+51.
With air support.
Got 2 out, stand by.
And a crack dog unit.
If you leave, you will get hit.
They bring down the bad guys.
I believe you're wanted, mate.
Keep the streets safe.
Put your arms behind your back. Get on the floor.
And battle 24/7.
Get down on the floor.
In the war on crime.
Crash. On the floor now. Here's what it is, isn't it? We find them, we lock them up.
Coming up, one of the fastest pursuits in Interceptor history.
Vehicle failing to stop. Vehicle is Ram Tango 09.
Yeah, dealing, we're going.
A 5k foot race.
I see one towards Harrogate Road. Based on our calculations, it's about £5,000 worth of heroin.
And
Then slapped him in the face with a knife, which has caused a significant facial injury.
disorder at the border.
Stay where you are.
You're under arrest on suspicion of GBH.
Northamptonshire's patch borders 6 other forces. And interceptors are always ready to lend the neighbours a hand.
You're happy for Leicestershire to run it, unless it comes anywhere near Northampton.
It's gone 2 a.m. and Rob Harfleet is on the hurry-up to lend support to Leicestershire cops, who are tailing a Range Rover along the M1.
It's a clone.
The Clone Ranger has 4 cop cars behind him.
Lane 3.
That'll be their pursuit commander, and they'll be in the stick already.
And a few miles from Rob, the Leicestershire TPAC team prepares to move on the target.
Keep a mobile, move up.
The plan is to box in the Range Rover
Okay, let's get this box on.
and bring it to a safe stop.
Okay, bring it down. Slowly, let it up.
But the best laid plans
Vehicle failing to stop.
often go udders up.
Failing to stop.
The 2.5-ton runaway has broken free, and it's game on now.
Pursuit authorised.
Leicestershire Stick is doing 130 in pursuit.
Junction 15. Traffic is light.
15, that's now coming towards us at 15.
And they're heading straight for the spot where Rob's plotted up.
Here it comes.
There goes the lead car,
The plan will be to get another vehicle past.
There we are.
there goes the rest of the stick, and here goes Rob.
Can we get on the TV page?
Even in a Beamer 340i, he's struggling to make up ground, but he needs to provide rear cover.
Speed is 130.
So it's foot to the floor time. At maximum warp, Rob's closing in on the streak of blue light. And at the sharp end of proceedings, the Range Rover is also doing silly speeds.
1 south, 137 miles an hour.
Motorway traffic is flashing past like it's stationary.
Speed is 130.
The front cars have hit 160 to put traffic between them and the target. Now they slow things down, lowering their speed and bringing traffic to a crawl in a rolling roadblock.
Roger, we're into the rolling road, stand by.
But as everything else on the M1 slows, the runaway blasts past on the inside.
Subject vehicle is past the boxing vehicles.
Seen from a cop car behind the roadblock, the runaway spots brake lights ahead and smashes onto the verge to swerve round the traffic jam.
Vehicle is offside.
They need to stop this car, and the space cleared ahead of the roadblock is their best chance.
Now in the large sterile area, let's get some vehicles by.
This is their second shot at a box, at more than 110 miles an hour.
Let's box it on, box it on, box it on. Lane 4, lane 4.
He slipped the net again.
Subject vehicle's broken out of the box. Speed is 100.
At speeds like this, the slightest mistake could be fatal, and at 150 miles an hour, the runaway Range Rover has a blowout.
Here it comes.
Interceptors are involved in the super-fast pursuit of a runaway Range Rover that's crossed the border from Leicester.
Okay, bring it down, slowly.
The driver has already broken out of an attempted box.
Vehicle failing to stop,
Not once, but twice.
Subject vehicle's broken out of the box.
He's gunned the 2.5-ton 4x4 to insane speeds
137 miles an hour.
and had a dangerous blowout. But he's still doing over 90 as Leicestershire units move in for their third attempt at a T-pack.
Box on, lane 1.
The driver's on the verge in every sense.
Subject vehicle is Bravo Tango 09. He's got some damage.
Boxed in tight on the inside lane, the target has nowhere to go, but he puts his foot down and rams his way through an X5. That's one out of the hunt.
Have we got any other T-Pack mobiles in TVP?
While the T-Pack team regroups, the runaway changes lane. Clips another cop car and takes off. Meanwhile, not far behind,
Damaged.
passing the fallen X5, Rob and an unmarked Volvo tighten up.
The vehicle's got extensive front end damage. The speed is coming right down.
They may arrive in time for the end game.
Oh, what's going on there? What's going on there?
Because thick smoke masks bits of Range Rover strewn across the middle lane.
The engine tyre is storing all. We've got oil coming out. There's 12 vehicles completed soon.
Up ahead, the 4x4 is dying a noisy death, but its driver won't quit. Another major impact, and the target car is disintegrating fast. But the runaway moves for another ram. And it's a move too far.
Crash.
One last kamikaze manoeuvre, and the Ranger rams the front car. The impact causes the driver to lose control and plough into the central reservation.
Full stop. Crash.
The driver won't get out, so they take out his window. But they can't get in, so it's over to the passenger side.
Get down!
To drag the driver out unharmed and under arrest.
Stand up! You want the arrest? Stand on your feet!
After ramming multiple cop cars and doing insane speeds,
Come in here! Listen to me!
he's getting no sympathy from the welcoming committee.
I am really pissed at you.
The driver is off to the nick and is lucky to be alive. These airbags probably saved his life. Meanwhile, it'll take quite the body shop to save the lives of some of Leicestershire's T-Pack mobiles.
Several cars that are damaged.
A Range Rover is a very large vehicle. I've had the pleasure, shall we say, of being hit by one of them before, and it's not pleasant. 3 of our marked cars will be off the road for repairs for a number of weeks, I think, which means there's 3 less cars for us to be able to protect the public of Leicester.
Thanks to cross-border cooperation between North Hants and their neighbours, the serial rammer who stacked into the central res is currently under investigation for dangerous driving, failed to stop, criminal damage and driving without a licence or insurance. He is also under investigation for theft of a motor vehicle as the car he destroyed was stolen. He saw to it that this was the last ride of an 80k Ranger.
Police!
The Interceptors wage a constant war on drug traffickers.
Got 3 bedrooms full of cannabis grows.
Go. He's running back down towards you.
As they battle to break the line.
A drug line will be a group of people who literally look to sell drugs. So you've normally got someone at the top who organises. He'll also be in charge of moving the drugs around, so actually getting supply of drugs. We'll have the runners, the ones actually selling the drugs. These will usually be 12 to 17 years of age.
It's estimated 27,000 young people are involved in county lines dealing. Taking runners off the streets and protecting vulnerable teens go hand in hand.
Look at us. Yeah, don't orange, go left, go left.
And Connor and Brad are in an unmarked Astra trying to read the runes of teenage behaviour.
We need to find another user and follow him. Because when they're all stood there on their phones, I think they're trying to work out who's working and who's not.
They're hoping local users will lead them to a dealer.
Yeah, they're users. You take the first right to get in.
So they duck into a leafy side street.
See what I mean? It's too nice for crackheads around here.
To monitor possible customers from a distance.
Is there someone on the right?
Yes.
Is it not the same thing?
Ah, there you go.
A newcomer has approached their users.
What can I do? See who it is or hold fast?
Oh, ideally we get them with Class A.
Drug dealers are Connor's favourite prey, but he doesn't want to spook a potential collar. So he opts to creep forward in the unmarked Astra for a closer look at the new arrival.
Did you go down this one?
And they spy the newcomer serving up.
Yeah, he's dealing to them now. He's just out. Yeah, they're dealing. We're going.
They're both after him, with Connor out of the blocks first and Brad bringing up the rear.
One running, all in black.
But the suspected dealer has a head start.
Oh, I see one towards Harrowden Road. Down here.
A member of the public points Brad down an alley, and he peels off to investigate. Dead end.
It's a lost at the minute. He's potentially garden hopping.
Lost him. But they do have a description.
Grey joggers, black jumper, hood up. I see one.
Which almost fits the guy who's just ridden past Connor.
And he's just come past me again on a bike.
Who follows the bike that's now heading straight for Brad.
Connor, is this our lad here? Is it him?
They're unsure if this is their man. There's a chance to nab him.
Brad, grab him.
But it's too late.
Hatton Park Road going to Harrowden Road. There's a guy on a bike. Black jump, black North Face coat, grey joggers heading towards Broad Green.
Other cops are looking for the cyclist. As word comes over the radio, he's just ditched his wheels round the corner and run for it.
He's running towards Broad Green.
It's back to the car to try and cut him off.
Roger. What's quickest way, left or forward?
Go straight over. He's so dumb if he hasn't ditched drugs by now.
The entire team is looking for the runaway.
799, we believe it's 19E11 male, black jacket, grey trackers, but he was on a push bike, but he's now dumped it, we believe.
This is where numbers matter.
But despite their resources, there's no sign of the target.
He was literally right in front of me.
Don't like losing.
Yeah.
Though it's not all bad news.
Where this male has ditched his bike, they've been back to seize the bike and they've gone and found a big rock of Class A.
Having recovered the bike and potentially thousands of pounds worth...
Is it white or dark?
Yeah, it'd be white.
...of suspected heroin, they really want the guy who dumped it.
Has it rang?
Yeah, it pinged twice.
Who also dumped a mobile phone in the greenery.
Our phone's rang somewhere around here, so now we've got a metal detector to try and work out where it is in these bushes. Ideally, you have a phone to show a history of drug dealing, drugs to show he's got them, and then normally money or something to prove that he's got the benefits of drug dealing. You need all three, ideally.
Good news, everyone.
Is that it?
You've only gone and found it.
iPhone. Yeah.
Mate, this is 1 AP intel. I'm telling you right now.
Obviously, he's thrown it for a reason. I can see he's got loads of taxi bookings on this. So we'll be able to track his movements from this, go through the phone. Yeah, he's even got the addresses on the taxi bookings.
It's valuable intel, and they've also managed to identify the cyclist who dumped it here and trace him to his known address.
We're going to go get him in tomorrow. We know what cars he's using, who's Snapchatting him, who's calling him.
A lot of these phones, they'll have messages coming through from users. Sometimes, if you're lucky, messages coming through from the suppliers or the upper echelons of the drug line. Yeah, this is a big find.
The following day, Brad and Connor are up early doors for a house call on their suspect cyclist.
We're going in nice and early today to try and get him before he gets up and gets out of bed. Because he knows he's wanted now, because we've recognised him.
They've got two reasons for getting the suspect off the street as soon as possible.
Based on our calculations and the large quantity that we've got, he's lost about £5,000 worth of heroin. So he is going to be in a lot of trouble, both with us and presumably the people that he works for.
Which is a major concern, because the suspect is only 15.
Mum's obviously unaware of what's happened yesterday, so we've gone in and he's now been arrested. He's vulnerable due to his age and the fact that there might be some sort of grooming involved. So it's a safeguarding for him, although he probably won't see it like as that, but there's a chance of, because of what happened yesterday and the loss of the drugs, there might be repercussions. So the safest place for him is in custody.
The one that got away, but not for long, was arrested for possession with intent to supply Class A drugs. The investigation is ongoing.
Vehicle's failing to stop. It's a stolen VW Golf.
Northamptonshire's roads police team are advanced drivers with high-spec cars using intelligence-led patrols to keep the roads safe.
It's made contact with another vehicle.
But though their natural habitat is the motorway,
vehicles going through traffic cones.
A typical shift can take roads police anywhere.
Never know what's going to come in. Like, it might not even be roads policing related. Like, next thing you know, you could be going to a stabbing. Next thing you know, you could be looking for a high-risk misburn. You never know what's going to come next.
Never know what's next, nor sometimes
Kidworth, not a clue where that is.
where they're actually going.
Kidworth?
But yeah.
Road officers Tanya and Harrison are pooling their cross-border knowledge to plot a road to Kibworth.
Yeah, tell him to stand by.
And they can't hang about because they're responding to a serious assault.
A young lad, juvenile's been at the front of an address and
2 lads have got out of the vehicle, one with a knife, and have stabbed him multiple times. They've also slashed him in the face with a knife, which has caused a significant facial injury, which is going to require plastic surgery, cut him from his lip to his ear. He's gone to Walsgrave Hospital, and then they've left in a vehicle.
A blue Twingo.
Some stretchers.
They're tiny, aren't they? Twingos,
yeah, the little tiny Renault thing.
The Renault Twingo, in which 2 suspects fled, has been pinging ANPR cameras all over the border.
It is slightly out of county, but given that it's a stabbing that's just happened, we were looking to try and get them in as soon as possible, really. Especially if gone off with a knife, then we'll obviously offer taser support.
Trained in taser, stinger and public order, Harrison's skills stretch to much more than advanced pursuit driving.
They've found an address for him, which is where we're heading to.
And he may need them, because they've tracked the target car to a house nearby.
We'll get this straight there now, put some form of containment on, and we'll look to get 2 suspects for it.
But before they reach the address, intel comes in. The Twingo's on the move along the road Harrison and Tanya just left.
Said it's going back towards Kettering, and we're on the road back now.
But after 10 minutes of high-speed driving, there's no sign of it.
If he's heading home, then no, he'll probably come. He'll have to come this way.
He'll have to come this way.
The guys are beginning to doubt their intel.
Is there any other way out of this county?
If he's gone Leicestershire, it'll be miles away.
Because they should have caught up with the car by now.
Just check it's not come there for any reason.
Never know. I'll have to get hungry after a big stabbing.
On a hunch, they hang a left into a McDonald's. No Renault at the drive-thru, but on the forecourt...
129's at the petrol station.
Twingo bingo.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
You're under arrest and suspicion of GBH. Do not say anything, we may harm defence.
Put your hands behind the back.
Do not mention when questioned something which you late line in court, and anything you do say. Yeah, 1 under arrest. Maybe given evidence.
We got 1 detained at the minute. Just look for the second one.
Suspected GBH, which may interfere with your snack.
Take a seat in there. Okay, nice. We got the Twingo at the minute. Swing your legs in.
Intel confirms 2 men were involved in the attack.
Didn't see anyone run. Where's your friend?
But the driver's not giving up his mate's whereabouts and is playing dumb.
You're under arrest on suspicion of GBH. Have you got anything sharp on you that you shouldn't have? Just your keys. I'll take them off you. Thank you. Can we get recovery rolling, please, on this vehicle for using crime?
With 1 secure, Tanya checks in with the staff about the other.
The blue Twingo just there, did he arrive with anyone, do you know?
No, it was just a guy.
Just 1 guy?
Literally just
him.
I'm going to give you a search at section 32. You're under arrest suspicion of GBH. I'll be looking for anything sharp before you go in the police vehicle. Have you got any knives on you at the minute? Anything that's going to hurt me? No, stand up for me, please. Just turn and face the police car, please. Thank you.
If this guy did have a knife on him, he's since got rid of it. Although a search of his car suggests he previously had company.
There's 2 jumpers in the back, so there's 2 phones in there. We'll have them as well.
His mate is not on board.
We'll pick the other chap up. It's just as and when we locate him.
There's just time for the driver's last supper, assuming he likes flatbread.
These have been run over by a car by the looks of it. You want me to pin them? Yeah.
He's on his way to WWJC now.
And he's off.
1 out of 2 is not bad, and the car back's a bonus as well for forensics. So yeah, it's a good job. Happy with that.
The driver who lost his lunch on the forecourt and the elusive second suspect were investigated by the police for grievous bodily harm. However, the victim chose not to make a statement and no further action was taken. Coming up, Dan's best friend.
At the moment, it's not happy.
No sympathy for drink drivers.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because you're under arrest.
And the world's worst disguise.
So he's not insured.
My wife is insured.
Yeah, but you're not your wife, are you?
Yes, but...
No, you're not. No.
Okay, so you've blown 91. Okay, 35 is the legal limit.
Deaths from drink-drive crashes on Britain's roads recently hit a 12-year high.
He's a very lucky person because he took out 2 posts which could have easily have gone through the windscreen.
And interceptors have no time for anyone risking lives by driving over the limit.
They don't think it's going to happen to them where they have a crash and hurt themselves or hurt someone else. We see the implications that come with it, so we'll deal with drink drivers all the time.
It's late evening. Bomber and Rob are en route to the scene of an RTC.
A member of the public has called us. Their car's been hit by another, and the member of the public calling us believes that the person that's hit them is over the drink drive limit.
The accident happened in a residential street.
It's this one.
Where the couple whose car was hit are waiting for them.
Hello. All right, you all right? Yeah, fine, thank you.
With the woman allegedly responsible.
Do you want to come around here with me? And then just pop yourself in there for the time being.
Once she's safely inside...
We're not going anywhere, just so I can have a bit of a more private discussion with you, all right?
They get brought up to speed.
I came out and she was just reversing into a car parking space. She got out of the car, she said, hang on a minute, I think you've just hit her car. Oh, there's marks all over her car.
Okay,
and
I'll go down.
I walked her down here and she's pissed her fart.
If he's right and the driver has been drinking, then Rob's breathalyzer will tell all.
Cool. These guys here have explained that you've been, or potentially been, involved in a collision, all right, a road traffic collision, okay? So, because you've been involved in the collision, what I'm going to require or request from you is just to provide me a specimen of breath, okay? When was the last time, if you've had any, you've consumed any alcohol?
About an hour ago.
About an hour ago. Okay, fine.
Drink drivers are Rob's pet peeve. He knows they can cause a whole lot more damage than a bump in the street.
Ever done one of these before? No. No? Okay, that's fine. How old are you?
61.
Okay. Okay, make a nice tight seal around the end of the tube and blow until I tell you to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. No. Until I tell you to stop. Okay? If you don't provide me with a specimen, you're going to end up getting arrested for not providing a specimen, and then we're still going to request specimens from you in custody.
Take 2.
Blow, 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 blow. Keep... No. Oh, you just about caught it.
Statistically, the over 60s are the least likely licensed drivers to be involved in a drink-drive collision.
Okay, so that's come back with a reading of 102, and you're currently under arrest on suspicion of driving a motor vehicle whilst over the prescribed limit of alcohol.
Of course, there are exceptions.
We'll get you down to custody and we'll get you onto what's called an evidential breathalyzer machine.
God.
She's provided a specimen of breath which is given a reading of 102, the legal limit being 35, just shy by a couple of 3 times the limit. So I'm surprised she could stand when we got here. I'd certainly be struggling, if not, I'd be asleep.
Well, it should be a wake-up call for the suspect, but she seems more intent on her phone.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because you're under arrest.
I must be allowed to contact them.
You are. You're allowed to have someone told that you're in custody.
Right.
And custody beckons.
So I can't go to my house now?
No, unfortunately not, no.
Next stop for the suspect will be the Nick. Well, she'll struggle to deny hitting the neighbour's Mini because the whole thing was caught on CCTV. Here's her red Astra reversing straight into the parked Mini before slowly but surely driving away. And here's her car parked 50 yards away with damage to the rear end.
The CCTV is pretty damning, to be fair, so
I think the likelihood is that she'll be charged when she's fit to do so, which will be in the morning now, and she'll go to court.
In the meantime...
Just go through this door in here, all right?
There's the little matter of the driver's blow on the evidential breath machine.
OK, so we're going to ask you to provide 2 breath samples on this machine. It will give us 2 readings. Whichever the lowest one is the one that we use. And when you're ready. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop.
That's 1.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop.
That's 2.
You've given 2 samples there, 80 and 73. 73 is the one we're going to use.
That's the end of your driving licence.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He won't help you. After a night in the cells, the driver, who should have been old enough to know better, pleaded guilty to drink driving. She was ordered to pay fines and costs totalling £763 and lost her licence for 17 months. All in all, it was a pretty costly car journey.
She's just said to me that she's going to lose her job because she does sales all over the country. So it's going to have a big impact on her life.
Interceptors don't have much in common with Shakespeare, but they do agree on one thing.
The vehicle has been lent to an acquaintance who's failed to return it.
When it comes to cars, neither a borrower nor a lender be.
It's a Mercedes Sprinter van in blue.
Stuart and Callum are en route to intercept a van, which appears to have been borrowed permanently.
Ka-ching.
And they're plotted up on a motorway bridge to look out for it.
Is this it? It's at the middle lane. 6LG, that's on. 6-1, contact with that vehicle. M1 southbound.
We'll go 15 because all the roadworks are down.
Stuart's last company car was a bit slower than today's Beamer 330 because he used to be a funeral director.
We'll try and do a follow me on to Newport Bagnall Services.
It doesn't take long to catch up with a suspected stolen van.
Is he going into the ERA bay?
I think so.
Which suddenly pulls into the emergency lay-by.
Not going to run, is he?
6-1, he's just stopped in an ERA bay.
The passenger is out, but the driver hasn't decamped.
Hello.
Hello.
Any reason why you've just turned your keys off for me?
And something is amiss.
Why have you just swapped seats?
Yeah, because the hand is broken.
So why was he driving? So they swapped seats because his hand was broken.
Rubbish.
But he's been driving a long enough distance. Can you jump out and come this side for me? And you jump out and come... In fact, you stay there.
So where is it?
Have you got a licence?
I'll pop... Oh, so it's him that's moved, isn't it?
He was in the driver's seat, wasn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, they've basically done a derby dive into the ERA bay and switched seats. We've seen it happen.
The musical chairs, too, are originally from Albania.
Are you insured on the vehicle?
No.
You're not insured?
His wife is.
Sorry?
His wife is.
His wife is, but are you?
No.
No. So is he insured?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's his car, yeah?
Oh, okay.
But he has issues with his hand, and he said he feels sick, he can't drive anymore, and he asked me to help him.
So whose van is this? Your van?
Yes.
Are you the registered keeper?
Sorry?
So you're the registered keeper of the van?
English is very bad. Sorry.
Okay, why did you stop here?
For toilet.
Right, you can't stop on the motorway for the toilet, so that's an offence, okay? You've got to stop here in emergencies.
Yes.
The van is shown as being stolen. That's another thing we've got to look into.
And after looking into it, the waters get even muddier.
So, it's not your van, is it?
It's my van.
Whoever's van it is, the name on the insurance doesn't quite add up.
So
that's a Mrs.
Yeah, it's Mrs.
The policy seems to be for his wife only to drive.
So you're not on the insurance?
So he's not insured?
No, it's my wife is insurance.
Yeah, but you're not your wife, are you?
Yes, but...
No, you're not?
No.
So the driver of this van is the RO's partner, but he's not insured to drive it. So we're just trying to get to the bottom of that. You were driving?
No.
You were?
No.
Let's leave it at that.
So explain this one to me then. If he got out this side and ran round the front to that side,
no.
Who was driving? Because there's only two of you in the car.
Oh, okay, we am not speak with...
If you want to go and speak with my colleague in the car,
yeah,
and we'll get a translator on for you.
Yeah.
I can translate for him if you need.
So why did you then run round to the front?
Because he asked me to.
Okay. So he was driving?
Can't say.
I can. I know he was driving. And it would make a difference anyway, because you're not on the insurance either.
Yeah, no.
The reason why we've stopped his vehicle is there was a stolen marker on the vehicle.
With a translator on the phone... Stuart attempts to make sense of the situation.
I gave my car to a friend of mine, to my friend, and he was supposed to turn it back to me on the next morning.
Okay.
It turns out he reported a mate for not returning his van.
On the next day, this person, he brought me back the car. I called the police yesterday and told them that my friend brought the car back to me.
So the good news is the van's not stolen.
I will get the stolen marker taken off the vehicle.
The bad news is he's not insured and he doesn't have a valid driving licence.
Is he telling me his Albanian licence is...
expired.
It's expired? Okay.
Now in the frame for two charges, the driver has a cunning plan.
Okay, is it possible, please give me a favour that my friend who was driving, he can drive.
He wants to pass the charges to his friend, along with any fines and points that go with them.
Sadly, it was only this chap that was driving the vehicle. We've stopped it before his friend actually started to drive. So it's only this chap that I can deal with, okay?
Driver and passenger hitch a lift to the nearest services with the recovery truck.
Thank you.
Whether they discuss the driver's cunning plan, we'll never know.
He was actually trying to ask in the back of the car, could I not ticket his friend because he's got a family? I said no.
Van man with a broken hand pleaded guilty of driving without a licence or insurance and stopping on the motorway. He was ordered to pay a total of £930 in fines and costs and got 8 points on his licence. No further action was taken against his mate, who didn't take the rap. Coming up, Brad and Dan...
She just had a proper pop at me then.
Oh, she?
Woo Riri the Rottweiler.
Hopefully she doesn't bite me. No, good girl.
Northamptonshire boasts 20 police dogs.
We're tracking up towards a car park.
Heavyweights like German Shepherd Bryn are master trackers.
This is a pickup point. 100%. Hold him.
And ferocious deterrents. While detectives like well-read spaniel Bonnie...
Indication.
Good girl, yeah, buddy. And light-footed Socks...
Wreck-It Ralph is also known as...
are trained to sniff out drugs, guns and cash.
Good boy.
And it's fair to say the whole unit are massive dog lovers.
Good girl.
It's Monday evening, and cops are trying to search a red Citroën after arresting its occupants. There's just one problem. A big one.
A couple of guys have been arrested for drug-related offences. Unfortunately, they've left the dog in the car. It's a Rottweiler. She's a little bit lively, so she's proven a little bit difficult and unfriendly, which is natural because her owner's been taken away.
This is a job for dog handler Dan Bradley Brophy.
At the moment, it's not happy.
DBB's proudest moment was joining dogs. A sucker for a man's best friend, he's been called in tonight to befriend the beast from the back seat.
In our role as a handler, we have to deal with dangerous dogs. A lot of the time it's just fear, so you just got to win them over with a bit of time, bit of patience, bit of food. Now we've got tasty mini treats, so yeah, bubs. Good girl.
Rottweilers are known for being ferocious guard dogs, and though Dan suspects this one's a pussycat...
I know. She's a bit scared, so at the moment she's a bit of fear, so we're just going to see if we can be friends.
He needs to tread carefully.
Yeah.
The dog's called Riri. R-I.
Hello, Riri. Oh yeah, Riri, we're going to be friends, aren't we? Oh, no, I know you're noisy sod.
Despite eating Dan's meat...
Good girl. I know.
Riri seems she'd gladly eat his 2 veg as well.
You fighting me there?
Riri isn't playing ball, so Dan calls in reinforcements.
Hello, mate. Do you mind coming down? This female Rottie's not happy in the back of the van. Riri. There we go. Right, we'll give her a bit of space.
It isn't long.
Hello, mate.
Before fellow dog handler Brad rolls in for round 2 with Riri.
She's just barky. She's a big bug, but she likes a treat. What's this? Good girl. What I'm worried about is, because she seems really comfortable in there, is dragging her out of there, putting her in the van. Yeah, you have a say hello. I'll get them these slip leads.
Riri isn't wearing a collar, so they're going to try to use a slip lead to get her under control.
So just see if she'll put that on and get out of the car. So it's just a case of not stressing her out.
Hands up who wants to slip the lead around her neck.
She just had a proper pop at me then.
Oh, she?
Looks like it's down to you, Dan.
You put lead on.
I'm no Doolittle, but I think that's a no.
She's just protecting the car, isn't she? So.
After a brief rethink, they hatch Plan B.
The plan is evolving, so we're just trying to get hold of a neighbour now to see if they'll come and collect the dog.
One of Riri's neighbours has offered to help.
She's very well known to the dog. She said it acts aggressive and growly, but it's fine.
She's good girl, Riri.
Try as the familiar face might.
You've got to get out, you can't stay in there all night.
This lady's not for turning.
She's not going to go any other time.
Time to hatch Plan C. Dog handlers have close links with the local vets, and they're trained to deliver a sedative via a telescopic jab stick.
It's basically a spring-loaded mechanism, so you just pop a syringe with the drugs in the end, and then once you take the safety collar off, you just slight bit of pressure against the dog, and then it just quickly fires the drugs in.
The drugs are deemed the least stressful option for Riri, and after Dan prepares the jab stick...
There's 3 drugs we use. We've got authority from the local vet.
He and the neighbour distract the nervy Rottweiler, while Brad takes aim. Bullseye.
Right, so we just need to let her just chill out now for 10 minutes.
Once the sedative takes effect...
She's gone, mate, isn't she?
Yeah. Right.
Riri is sleeping like a baby, albeit an 8-stone baby with massive teeth, who's soon sleeping off her cocktail in the dog van.
So now the dog's in there, which you can take her to kennels and then just unload and settle in for the night, and then the owner can collect her once he's out of our custody.
Riri awoke unharmed from her beauty sleep and was swiftly reunited with her owner.
Thank you very much, guys.